Hello my people. So as you've seen guys, I haven't been really present on YouTube, so I'm trying to fix it, okay? I'm trying to fix it. The reason for it is there's another video coming out after this one, I believe. What is wrong with this light? Let me fix this. Better, I assume. Another video, very informal type of video, it's not very professional looking because I'm just preparing, doing my makeup and talking about life update and why I'm not as present. My hair is messy. Welcome to my channel. So yeah, if you want to check that out, let's do it. Today we're going to be talking about collective energies, what the hell is going on, what was happening during July, and what you might be bringing into August. And we're going to be pulling cards and just chit-chatting. So I'm going to have a sip of water. Let's go. First off, what I want to talk about is a lot of people might have noticed throughout a month of July, and I think, you know, we all on slightly different time frames, so some of you might be noticing that in the beginning or up to middle of August, you might be drawn to places where you grew up. You might be drawn to connecting to your parents or your chosen family, right? A little bit more than before. It does seem like people are picking up pieces of themselves and almost like reflecting and feeling nostalgic a little bit. But it's not to do as much of about nostalgia. It's about going back to your roots. So if you'll be drawn to, you know, going and visiting a parent or going back to your homeland, that would be a great thing to do. As I always say, every place has its own energy. Maybe you need that energy. Pick it up, bring it back at yourself, and keep it. Right, where do we start? Let's talk about August. From now on, I just want to focus on August, but for some of you, as I said, this might still resonate at this current moment. So where the collective focus will be, I'm going to pull a couple of cards. Not to put you all guys in a box. Collective focus, August, please. All right, teamwork, I would say. Teamwork, collaborations, connecting to your colleagues, people who have similar ideas, exchanging skills with one another. That would be something to look at. Teamwork, for sure. Okay, what is happening? Some kind of endings are happening here. Some people might be drawn to change something in their relationships. Some partnerships might be on question mark. Especially if you've been going through this for some time, you might decide to end it or become a little bit more distant with particularly one person in your surroundings. If that's something that wasn't happening with you over a extensive period of time, I don't think this message is for you, but be open to surprises. And I'm hearing how much can change in a day. And Three of Water. So what we have here, I'm going to show you the cards. We have Three of Earth. Look at that collaboration happening over there. We have Ten of Air. People will want to seek for more freedom in the month of August. However that sounds to you in whichever department in your life. And then we have Three of Water. So people will be drawn to having a little bit more fun, loosening up a bit, I would say, connecting with your close ones, friends especially, and having fun and letting your hair down is going to be important. Be present in any type of celebration in the month of August, okay? Be present. Sometimes when we in our headspace is too much, when we out and about, we're still thinking about the issues we have. This is saying let's avoid doing that. Let's celebrate it to the fullest. Spiritually, what is up? Let me pull from the Rebecca Campbell's decks. You know what I did? I mixed these decks together. I have two of them. And now I have one big pile of cards. That's something that works for me. I might separate them if I feel like I'm bored of this, but it works great for me. It's just a little bit, you know, on a thicker side now. It's a little bit more difficult to shuffle, but hey ho. Let's see spiritually, guys, what is going on energetically, spiritually in the month of August. In the month of August, energetically, spiritually, what is going on? Okay. What is this shadow? Not shadow, but a beam of light. I kind of like it though. It's right at my throat. Speak your truth. But what is happening here, it seems like some people are fed up with being overly empathic. And that's something that some people will decide to change. You still hold in space for other people who need help, but you're learning how to protect your energy, and you're learning how not to take energies on board and carry it with you. So what is not yours, you're deciding to let it go. Okay? There you go. And accordingly to that, certain decisions will be made in your life. Ooh, and I want to yawn. I had a coffee. It's evening here. You know what yawning means to me when I start doing tarot? For some clients, I start yawning straight away. Is the energy, for me personally, that's what it means, is the energy moving through my body. So with yawning, it's you breathe in and you breathe out in a way, right? It's saying what you're doing here, you letting go of what's not aligned with you anymore. And we talk about letting go quite often because the only constant thing is really change. And that is what we're looking at here in the month of August. It does seem like some of you are getting fed up with what's happening in the world. And you're like, I don't have patience for that shit anymore. So I don't know what that means to you. But you like, look at this mess. And it's because you're thinking about that, you're deciding to do something different or have a different approach or to act differently than you used to before. But overall, I'm hearing nothing's gonna stop me. Because you're seeking for freedom, as I said, remember. What is going on? Yep, and that's when you are connecting to your own community, to the people that your soul tribe, your soul family, okay? Deeper connections are happening, and this card falls right on top of Three of Water, which is Three of Cups. So you want to become closer to the people that you were already close with. You want to have better bonding time and have physical connection with people. Okay, give me 1 second here. Better. It's almost like connections over internet are not satisfying you anymore. You might decide to maybe travel and visit people that you love, or again, as I said, go places that you feel like home. What can you expect towards the end of August energetically? Ooh, okay. Give me 1 second. That what this shadows, what is this light coming from? Where is it coming from? I think maybe my Buddha. And I'm just like trying to hide from it. It's very reflective. Buddha, stop it. I got it from Nepal when I was visiting. All right. What is going on here? Woof, woof, woof. You are stepping up your game. But it's an extensive process. So what you're doing from start to middle of August is having a direct impact to how you're going to be feeling and what's happening in your life at the end of August. It's almost like the energy is very condensed. A lot can happen during the month of August for you here. Apologies are coming through from people, or you might be apologizing to yourself, saying, hey, you know, don't be so rough on yourself. Don't be that hard on yourself with the defenselessness card. Writing past wrongs uprooting. As well as the cracked open, it seems like you're breaking off some kind of shell here. So if you used to be very closed off, you'll want to talk about your issues or what's on your mind very openly. That would be a really good thing to do, especially because we talked about family and you're very close friends. This is the bonding time that you need. And you have cracked open, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. You're changing yourself big time. This is not fun and games, you know, doesn't feel very nice when it happens, but after you come out of it, you're like, being called to do stuff that I always wanted to do. I'm seeing a new path. I can see this portal that I'm stepping into. Soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. It's basically stepping up your game, especially when it comes to what kind of talent you have. So you want to learn more, you want to explore more. I just saw a beep from passing by. And I know that I have the drapes now, but you know, I recognize them. They're always around. They're always around. I was looking for their home because I was like, this is a bit too much, you know, it's getting ridiculous now. But the thing is, every time it shows up, it's talking about some kind of, especially for me personally, material abundance. And we started talking about your path, soul gifts and training. So what you do, what you're great at in life. Can I do that? Okay. What is going on? What you're great at in life, especially if it's somehow connected to ancient wisdom, or you kind of tapping into yourself, you're gonna start receiving many more feedbacks, if we can put it that way. Okay. Okay, now I can breathe out easily. Let's talk about self-care. And I'm using the Essential Oil Oracle deck. What is it that people are learning to do more of? Or what kind of triggers they letting go of, or they finding peace with in the month of August? Kind of, I guess, finding peace within the month of August. I keep seeing a mother image. So maybe that's something connected to your mother, or someone who's very motherly. Well, let's see. We have massage. Funny that this came up, because literally yesterday I went to my mom's house and she did a massage for me, because she's a masseuse, and did a bit of energy healing. But massage as a message would be self-care for you, okay? But that's very physical self-care that allows you to feel much better emotionally, and also, you know, you're stepping up your game energetically too. Trigger statement says, I have to make this work. True statement says, I am at ease with life. You need to ease your grip on life so that it can lead the way. There is an outcome brighter than you can imagine. So if you're pushing something is not happening, it's saying take your hands off the wheel for a minute. And that's something that you might be doing in the month of August. And we talked about having fun, right? So that's something that you might want to bring in a little bit more. Having fun, having that weekend away somewhere, you know, breaking free from the place where you're always at, changing environment a little bit, even if it's for a day, visiting people you haven't visited for a while. Okay, what else? Freedom. We keep talking about freedom here. Month of August is about breaking free to your freedom. Trigger statement says, I have no choice. True statement says, I create my day, my life. It is time to play. What did we say? It rhymed. Do something different today to shift your routine. Bang. You know what? Here we go. Go have fun. And have fun in your workspace too, okay? It's not about only going to party or picnics or, you know, get-togethers. It's also about having fun in your work. Having fun in your work meaning being a bit more creative, right? Bringing that inner child out to play a little bit more, and that's when you'll start enjoying your work life even more. Even if you hate your job, I've been there. Every time I would bring that energy out of me, because at the end of the day it's all about you, I would have so much fun. Not to say that I liked being where I was in, what kind of situation I was in, even though that job was okay. It was just me feeling like my soul was dying. It was my personal thing, right? It was kind of, I was being pushed out of that career. And I knew that, but I just needed more time, you know, to get my finances together. But every time I'd be like, listen, I'm not going to be overly, you know, because I tend to be a perfectionist. I'm not going to be overly perfectionist. I'm going to have fun. I'm human. That's when my whole day would switch, literally. Lemongrass is coming up. This card talks about decluttering. Trigger statement says, I made so many mistakes, and maybe that's why we talked about forgiveness, self-forgiveness, or someone who made a mistake and you get forgiveness from them. True statement, I let it all go. Everything you have done up to this point is leading you to where you need to be. Let go of the past and be here now. We talked about present moment, didn't we? Or was it in my head? Yeah, when I talked about celebrating and just being in a moment, right? Anything else? Something that these people watching this video could look at right now. What could they improve? Or what could they focus on? Okay, 2 cards. Let's take both. Soften and balance. First card says, trigger statement, I take control. True statement says, I am compassionate. Take a moment and allow yourself to see things from your heart center. From that place, allow your intuition to guide you. And balance card says, trigger statement, no one understands me. True statement, I ask for what I need. From a place of love, again, you see, there is references to your heart space. From a place of love, you need to stand up and speak your truth. What you wish for is what the universe can't speak, wishes for you. Ask for what you need, throat chakra. And you know what I remembered of? A post on Insta, I believe, and it said something along the lines of, sometimes something is taken away from you because you deserve much better. So this might be a message for someone watching. Okay, let's see, what else? Which deck do I want to use? A message from an ancestor. A message from an ancestor. Let me have a sip of water. Okay. A message from an ancestor. Balance, okay. I'm going to talk about this. Stranger, I heard, give your heart to those who are giving their heart to you. And you know what this is referring to? Saying seek for balance in your relationships in life. You can be a giver, maybe an overgiver for some of you. But what you need to connect to is the ones who are similar to you, the ones who give back the same amount of energy. And it's not to say, that they always have to do that. We go for our ups and downs, and sometimes other people pick us up when we feel like shite. But this is saying this has to balance itself out, okay? And the High Priestess is here. The High Priestess is reminding you to connect to your intuition through your heart, something that we talked about from the Essential Oil Oracle deck, but it's also a reference saying you are given much more information than maybe you recognize. This is the time when you're becoming a bit more sensitive and you can channel and maybe connect to your higher self a little bit more. Use that wisely. Don't overdo it, but use it wisely. And I don't know why I'm hearing quality over quantity. And again, there's references to fortune telling, to mysticism and all of that. This is the Four of Cups in the regular deck, but what this lioness is looking at is that crystal ball. She's wondering, what it is that's going to happen in the future, what she needs to do for her own heart space emotions. And you're super connected. It's saying keep connecting, okay? Keep connecting. If you have some kind of issues emotionally right now, if you feel half empty or if you feel like you don't have motivation, it's saying you can just close your eyes and ask yourself, what is my soul missing in order to feel better? What is my soul missing right now in order to feel better? Reference to books, research, education, as well as deepening your knowledge. That would be a great time for you. Anything else? What to avoid? What to avoid for these people watching? What to avoid? Split the deck and the Tower is there. I don't know for who this is, but it's saying don't overdo magic or don't overdo spirituality. So if you tend to be, again, we're coming back to balance. If you tend to be someone who's super interested in this, especially if you're new, I know many people are not new here, it's saying let's not overdo it, because right now you need a bit more grounding. And what is grounding? For some people, what helps is going out there and living their life, the 3D life. Well, I'm gonna get triggered now, but hey. In this community, being in the 3D is being seen, especially lately, as a bad place to be in. Since when? You came here to be human. Be a spirit, but in a human form. So have a good balance between the two. And when people say, oh my God, he or she is so 3D, you're putting yourself above someone, and this is already ego talking. So reflect. Why you acting this way? I don't know why I'm going on this rant. I just wanted to put it out there. Cycles. World is here. There's something about the meaning of a fish for some of you. Stop fooling yourself and stop allowing people to fool you. But stop fooling yourself is the first message that I heard, meaning know what you're holding on to here that's not allowing you to come down and see the world, the actual world. Okay, the 7 of Swords is here. Have a good balance in everything that you do right now. Damn, it's all about balance. But there is a cycle ending for some of you here, definitely. The lies, gossip, or whatever this is, trickstery in your life, it's coming to an end. And that's where I think that Tower steps in, that I saw when I split the deck. And that's when you can allow new energy to come in with the Ace of Cups. Okay? So I hope this was helpful. Sorry for the tantrum. But sometimes some things are really, really annoying. And I have to talk about them because sometimes, spirituality is all about balance, about dark and light. And I think when you take it too far, that's when you start having a lot of issues as a human being. So it's okay to do human things. And this is for someone maybe particular out there. And I know it's not for all of you. But just something to keep in mind. Go out and play. Connect to your intuition, but do not wander. Wait. Look what landed. Can you see that? And my window is just a little bit open. So think of a wish. That wish might come true in the month of August.